Hey guys, it's Reese. Welcome back. So, here's my newest MLB TSB 23 phone team update. So, I will go over all the players, the batters or hitters first, and then the pitchers, the starting pitchers and relief pitchers. And for my batters or hitters, the ones I have active on my team and the substitutional ones. And if I happen to have any inactive players, they will also probably somehow get shown in this video too. Anyways, let's get into the players. This is one of my more recent obtained players from the player shop, actually. So yeah, the thing is, the player boxes, not the ones that have like the featured players that get you like more bonus points in the changing events every day. But like the roster builder boxes, the all star boxes, those two, um, the chances of getting 5-star players that are like 290 to 315 for their maxed out overall ratings are really low, which is why I would just recommend, just doing a few player shop resets and see if you're lucky to get 5-star players to show up. Somehow I have been lucky enough to have that happen because India is one of those players that I've gotten. So yeah, Jonathan India is one of those players that I was lucky enough to somehow get from a player shop reset in the game. Another one that also was a player shop reset was Wendell as well. Now, sometimes if you're lucky enough from those all-star boxes, you will pull 5-star players. So here are some of the players I got from the all-star boxes that are 5-star players in the rating of 290 to 315 for their maxed out overall rating. Aaron Judge is one of them. Swanson was one. Kemp was another one. Sorry about that. Been dealing with a cough or cold for quite a few days, so hopefully you can bear with that. And this was also one of my awesome pulls from the All Star box as well, Max Scherzer. I did get him from a special box from yesterday, which is really great because soon enough he will be higher up for my starting pitchers. Probably starting pitcher number 2. Yeah, he's gonna be starting pitcher number 2 shortly. So this is weird. I got this player, I want to say, the first few days I played this game, and it said his maxed out rating was 315. But then a few weeks go by, and then all of a sudden his rating goes down to 272. So that was a little confusing and somewhat odd. The game never said any reason why some of these players' ratings went down, but my best guess or understanding for why certain players would go down in rating is because they don't want to rate them higher than the 5-star players, which I guess makes sense in a way. Because then the game, you know, wouldn't really make sense that way because if they had 4.5-star players the same max out rating as 5-star players, people that are playing this game would just be like, well, why do we need a bunch of 5-star players if we have these 4.5-star players that have the same rating as 5-star players and they are a lot cheaper from the player shop resets and probably more likely to get pulled from the all-star boxes as well. So yeah. And then here are my relief pitchers. Don't have any 5-star ones there. There is one in the box today, but I have not pulled a single 5-star box from the FIFO box, which is today's featured box. I'll show it to you right now. So yeah, these are the players you can get from today's box in the game. That's one of them that I'm trying to get, but doesn't seem like it's gonna end up happening. Pina's probably not gonna make my team, but I could be wrong. I don't think he will, but I could be wrong. Yeah, he wouldn't make my team because I have a better catcher with a plus 10 rating already on my team right now anyways. I was lucky enough to get him from last weekend's boxes, Friday through Sunday's boxes, which was about soon enough, almost a full 7 days ago actually. I also got him from that box as well. I saved up enough bats to get Trout, the 290 maxed out overall rated version of him, and this is the silliest thing ever. I have not seen this version of him in the player shop yet, but there's a 300 version of Trout, which literally, in my honest view of things, kind of defeats the purpose of saving those bats for this version of him. But in a way, it probably doesn't for some players, because if you don't have like a full 5-star players for your batters or hitters on your team, and you get like 100,000 and 100,000 bats, get Trout. That's just my saying things. The only reason I'm saying get Trout is because Otani is 20,000. I want to say 10 or 20,000 butterflies. Yeah, Otani's 20,000 butterflies, and that would take, well, every 100,000 bats you get 2,500 of those, so it's going to take quite a lot of those bats just to even get Otani on your team. Now, this version of Otani is maxed out at 310, actually. I did check the rating under team and then the players and then pitchers and all of that stuff. This version of him is 310. The uniquely odd thing is, well, I don't know if I'd say unique or odd, but this bizarre thing is there's a 315 version of him, but so far I have not seen that version of him show up in Player Shop. That version of him does exist in the All-Star box and the Roster Builder box. However, my recommendation is do not buy Roster Builder boxes, because the chances of 5-star players are even much lower from that, because that one is from 1-star players to 5-star players. So that's the reason why 5-star players from that box are much lower and harder to get chances compared to the All-Star box. In fact, I'm going to the player boxes right now just to kind of prove my point of what I'm talking about right now. So you have a 30% chance of a 5-star player from that compared to this. You have a 5% chance player of a 5-star box from that. So yeah. And it basically shows the odds of all the other players you can get. So yeah, you're more likely to get a 1-star to 2.5-star player from the Roster Builder box, whereas this, you're more likely to get a 3 to 3.5-star player. So yeah. Gonna just end the video by showing my featured players. Alright, well, that should do it for this video. Bye everyone, thanks for watching my newest MLB TSB 23 phone team update video. Have a great rest of your week and weekend.